Welcome to this week's edition of Raw, the musings of Chris Seraphin. That's me, stripped bare. And today we are going to talk about the danger of being a pathological caregiver. So, what do I mean by that? I mean by overgiving, smothering, over-mothering our friends, family, clients. And what this looks like is that desire to help at your own detriment. So this is not about being helpful and generous in a healthy way. This is about how we overgive and overextend in order to overcome those feelings of unworthiness or, having to prove ourselves. And many of you are empaths like I am, and empaths typically have a hard time drawing boundaries. So if you have any of those things going on or have in the past, this is an episode for you. So I want to begin by telling a story. Hold on a second. Just looks like there's... Hey, Gail. Good morning and happy weekend to you as well. So just so everybody knows, I can see the comments in Facebook or YouTube. But for me to see, so if you're on Facebook, I think there's a link on there that says, that if you want your actual profile picture and name to be shown during the broadcast, to click a special link to give this particular platform permission to use your likeliness. Otherwise, I just see Facebook user and then the comment. So if I don't mention you by name, that's why. Because I love all of you. I love when my people come on, like Gail. Okay, so here's the story. Right now I'm looking for a coach for myself. I want to really step into my power in a big way, expand my business bigger than I ever have. And I know that takes support. I've had coaches before, and I've had a couple of really good coaches. And right now, the coach I need is more around, I would say, leadership, and rather than the usual mentor that I've had for marketing and business and sales, which has been great if that's what you need. But what I need right now is, again, this person who can help me get to this next level. I want to be like the next level coach, spiritual teacher. I want to really help the healers, the coaches, the therapists, small business owners really own their voice, own and embody their power so that they can stand up and lead. And part of that is that, we are giving of ourselves. We're giving service. We're being of service, right? It's maybe not everybody's doing a service-based business. Some of my clients are selling products, right? So whatever it is that you do, you can always have the intention of being generous, of being giving, of offering something of potency and beauty that's healing, of course. But there comes a time when we realize that, wow, why am I feeling so tired? Why am I feeling overwhelmed? So exhaustion, overwhelm, depression, feelings of hopelessness. There's a lot that goes on here, and it's from overgiving. So, okay, so I'm looking for a coach to help me, right? The coach is looking for a coach. We all need support, no matter what level we're at. And I've been interviewing coaches, and one of the first interviews that I did was with a woman, and I was quite impressed with her. And at about some point in the call, I said, I am interviewing some other coaches, but I really like you. I feel like there could be a match here, but I need to, again, just step back and, really feel into this because a lot of what I do, a lot of decisions I make are based on my intuition. So the minute I said that, her whole demeanor switched. Like she was seemed very powerful, very supportive. And all of a sudden she's like, oh, no, 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 don't, let's not stop talking. Let's keep talking and then, help you discover. And I was like, well, we've already been talking for 45 minutes. I mean, you said this was a half-hour call. And she's like, oh, no, we can extend longer. We can extend longer. And it was just, at that point, I was definitely like seeing a red flag there. Like, okay, this is like too pushy. This is kind of weird. And yeah, I wasn't feeling good anymore about her. And of course, so then I think she sensed that. So it triggered her into like, she wasn't over giving of advice by any means. Like I've kind of felt like later evaluating that she was just parroting back what I was telling her, which is a lot of coach training is like, just repeat back to the client what their problem is. It's like, it's like, great, I'm glad you understand my problem. I don't need you to tell me what my problem is back to me. It's like, it's great. So she kind of just kept repeating after me kind of what I was doing. So I'm starting to notice, okay, she's acting really desperate. This is weird. But then a strange thing happened. I don't know if it was something she said, but all of a sudden I was like, oh, I probably should hire her because, she's so, experienced and she wants to help me. And, I was like, wait a minute. And I realized what was happening was somehow she had triggered or manipulated me into wanting to take care of her. It's like, oh, I want to pay you money and help you. And it was like, wait a minute, no, I'm hiring someone to help me. What the hell is going on here? So it got very strange. And I finally got off the phone and yeah. So anyways, no matter who we are in our lives, we've all overgiven, especially if we're women, especially for empaths. I'm not saying men don't do this because I know they do as well. And what I want to say is it's amazing to be generous. It's amazing and awesome to be a good giver. And in some ways to take care of people, tend to them, care for them, serve them. However, you have to do that for yourself first, and then you step in when you're in your power, in the overflow of your energy, and then you give to others. You heal, you coach, you give therapy, whatever it is that you do, right? And the same goes into our personal lives. If we are always the ones giving and giving and giving in our families, or to our friends, even though we're like, wow, I feel really depleted, but they really need me, that's kind of where you start to go back and like, okay, so this person really needs me. So really look at that inclination to jump in and always help, because sometimes it's not always helpful to do that. And one of the things I've been saying is over mothering others keeps us in a patriarchal grind. That is the patriarchal mindset, is that there's some of us that are supposed to serve everybody else and be slaves, give our power away so that a few can be in power and have domination and control. So yeah, we don't want to do that anymore. Good morning. And yeah, it is a constant battle for sure. So last week, for those of you that are on my raw newsletter, because this is a video that goes out to an email list. So if you're not a part of that newsletter, you can sign up on my website. It's chrisseraphine.com. And if you go to Let's Get Raw, that tab, click on that, and then you can sign up. So then, or you can follow me on, subscribe to me on YouTube. That's another great way. And that way you'll get a notification and I'll just show up when I've done a live. So I generally do this once a week, but last week I was not able to do the video portion. I just did the written newsletter. So last week I talked about why cord cutting doesn't work. Oh, I got to sneeze. Oh, this change in the weather. Well, bless my soul. Okay. So now that I'm done sneezing, I did a talk, or like just like a little typed out thing about why cord cutting doesn't work, and actually in what ways it can be detrimental to your healing process. It can be detrimental to also your energy bodies. So I was going to do this raw on both of these topics, but what I decided to do is I'm going to do a master class about why you shouldn't be cutting cords. Okay. And that master class is going to be on November 11th. So in November, I have two master classes. So let me, oh dear, let me get to okay. You've been sneezing like crazy. Oh my gosh, I know. I think it's the change of the weather, really. I at least that's what it seems like to me. Okay. Um, when you have too many things on your desktop, that's kind of what's going on now. Okay. I think I could do a share screen on this so I can kind of show you what I'm up to. And hi, Marie. Yay. So yeah, the cord cutting video I didn't do. It's on a newsletter and I listed it out. And I was going to do, yeah. So what I want you to do is come to the free masterclass about why you should not do cord cutting. Don't do it. There's a lot of healers that are going to disagree with me. But it's detrimental to your healing. It's detrimental to your spiritual bodies and aura's health. So don't do it. I know it's like such a common thing. It is, yeah. And it doesn't help ultimately. I mean, anybody that's ever done it, including myself, because I used to have other people cut my cords between past lovers or past situations I want to let go of. And in the end, it does not work. So don't do it. I guess you could tell I'm passionate about this. Okay, so I'm going to show you my two master classes. Share my screen. They've changed this. Like I couldn't even use my camera, my nice camera today. It's making me use it's like you have to upgrade to use an external camera. I was like, wow, it's never been like that. So I'm kind of bummed. And now it's not letting me share screen. So it's like, we want you to pay more money for this. I was like, what's going on here with this? I might have to switch providers. Anyhow, if you're on my newsletter list, you'll see it. And it's also going to be posted all over social media. So you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok is more like readings and crystal grids and clearings, which follow me on TikTok. I think you'll love it. Okay. So the free masterclass about why you shouldn't cut cords is called Energy Alchemy for Clearing Past Relationships and Lovers. It's very specifically to relationships and lovers. That doesn't mean you couldn't apply this to anything else, but it's specifically for that. So I'm going to teach you my method of quantum energetic clearing and healing using womb alchemy. So this is very subtle yet powerful work, but it won't damage your aura or your spiritual body like cord cutting can. Okay, so that's November 11th, which is incidentally on 11/11, which is the twin flame portal day, and a day of ascension, a day of manifesting. It's a big day. Okay, so on November 4th, the week before that, I'm doing another free masterclass, which is a fourth quarter of this year magical business planning session. So we're going to get very clear on what goals you want to close this year, 2022, out with power and feeling on fire and sexy in your business. I'll do a collective reading and we can get our best energy flowing to have success on our own terms. And then we're going to do a ceremony to release and clear the past. Okay? So that's what's happening in November. Also starting in November, I'm doing an amazing class that I started a couple weeks ago called Miracles, Magic, and Money. It's a 6-week intensive. It is basically all about how to monetize your magic in a business that empowers you with more time, money, freedom, and worldwide recognition. This is very intensive work. So I'm doing it in a 6-week container. And we work a lot with chakras and alchemy. And then I also look at your business offers and anything that you want to do for marketing. And I've been in, the high levels of corporate marketing for like 25 years. So I know my stuff. And I've already had some gals in the group with after just even the first week, someone, made a big chunk of money selling a crystal, like a big giant crystal. So I'm really happy for her. I'm happy for all the women because I feel like we're all doing this work together to uncover that alchemical magic that is in our chakras. Everybody has it, right? There's no special person. You know what I mean? We all are made of the same stuff. So really, this is about how to supercharge your energy that comes from your chakras, because this holds the blueprint to your path and purpose in life. So even if you're like, I don't necessarily want to use it to create my own business, but maybe to help me in my corporate job, great. It would work for you too. So that begins on November 13th. So it's going to be 6 Sundays. And it ends Sunday, December 18th. So we're going to end before Christmas and the New Year. And then the next round of this kind of sacred magic course will probably be the end of January. So I'm not sure yet. And it might actually be put into a larger program. What I like about this 6 weeks is it's intense. You get the stuff, you use it, you apply it. You apply it all to your life and your work. So it's very powerful. It helps you really increase the power of your intuition and helps you surrender into your flow of manifestation. So stuff can just be received, right? Hopefully that makes sense. All right, then, my darlings, I'm going to pull a card for the collective. And then for anybody that's here live, let me know if you want a card, okay? I'm going to be using the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. It's a beautiful deck. So this first card is going to be our card for the week. Actually, they're saying it's for the next 3 weeks. Okay. Which makes sense because we have we have a full moon lunar eclipse. I think it's a full lunar eclipse. I think it's November 8th. Okay, I'm sorry, I should have looked that up. But we just got through the solar eclipse in Scorpio on the 25th, so a few days ago. So there has been a lot of intense energy and a lot of change, a lot of surrender. So keep surrendering. And like this, I said at the beginning of this video, put yourself first, take care of yourself first, fill yourself up first. That's how you can become a model for others to also not be dysfunctional. I mean, that's the thing. It's like we think we're helping other people by over giving and over mothering, and it's not only hurting us, but it is hurting them ultimately too. Tracy, good morning. You asked your dear friends to do the meditation with you, and combined, you brought in almost $8,000. Join this course. Yes, thank you. That's awesome news. Yeah, so I'd also ask that you don't really share that with people that haven't purchased the course. Um, yeah, just an FYI. But I'm glad that everybody's getting results. I think that's super cool. Okay. Um, Hi, Marie. You would love a card. Okay, so let me do the collective first. And the card for the collective is the Page of Fire. Isn't this beautiful? So the Page of Fire is just this energy. It's like the very beginning of this inspiration you get from spirit, from your soul. This is a soul calling, but it's like she's like a little child. But she has her protection. She has her tiger, and she has like a little. It looked like at first she had a monkey on her shoulder, but I think that's just something that she's holding. I can't tell what that is. But like I said, she has this beautiful tiger next to her. So she's protected. This is about, feeling vulnerable when you get that inspiration to like go on a new adventure. So whether it's spiritual, whether you travel somewhere different, or you're doing something different in relationships, friendships, whatever it is, when you hear that call, say yes to that. Know you're protected. Take some risks. Yes, we're all doing that, right? Okay. Beautiful card for the next few weeks. And okay, so Marie and Gail, you would like a card. Okay. Okay, I'll pull one for Marie first. Oh, beautiful. The King of Fire. So this could refer to a masculine in your life, or could refer to an aspect of yourself, and both. So the King of Fire is about being an inspired leader, using that beautiful light and radiate it and step into the leader you're meant to be, which is about maybe being a spiritual leader, but definitely inspiring others to be their best selves, and to lead from the heart. Okay, and Gail, let me do a card for you. See, Gail. Wow, another page of Earth. So this is definitely, I don't know what a job shadow is in your marketing department. I don't know what that means. But I think this is a really positive card. This is about, again, the beginning of a new job, new venture that brings more stability, that brings the possibility of more prosperity too. So more prosperity, more stability. That makes sense. All right, Tracy, I think I don't see anybody else here. Tracy, I'll pull a card for you. Oh, Gail, you were saying if you like the position before you apply. Oh, got it. Well, it feels like it is going to be good for you. Yay. Okay, Tracy, let me pull a card for you too since you're here. Okay, Tracy, this is what you need to know this week. Ooh, the Eight of Fire. So we got all fire cards. Did you recognize that? Except Earth. We got an Earth for Gail, but we got the Page of Fire for the collective. We got the King of Fire for Marie. And Tracy, you got the Eight of Fire. So it's really great. This beautiful geisha on top of a panda. Although if she's Chinese, she wouldn't be geisha. That's Japanese, excuse me. Looks like this is more of a Chinese sort of animal, the panda. So I feel like this is for you. Things are going to start moving really quickly. So really like fly with your passion, go with it. Go with, you're about to be moving quickly into something new. This could be travel, movement, short distance travel, long distance travel. But I feel like it's also about your own journey through working with your passion, allowing your passions to guide you towards something that feels really, again, inspired, passionate. So there's a lot of new adventure on the table for us. Like that. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to jump off. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.